Why the fuck I got an EBT card? And this is at Breezy, bro, and made 90 whatever the million, and it say KKKKK Max. Can I get 25,000 for them four songs I owe you, bro? I just want to leave, bro.
Leading up to who he is.
I'm not even tripping though. I got an EBT card. Like what the fuck? I can't even get nothing, bro, man. Y'all want to see me cry in here, so y'all can think I'm a bad. That's ain't fair.
Hey,
I'm on EBT, bro.
hey,
That's why.
hey. Look, bro.
Calm down, bro.
I'm on EBT, smack, look. Say my name, bro. I had to go up in that by my face with a mask like COVID, bro.
I just woke up and I thought about something. If this wrote all these songs that he claiming he wrote, why he ain't write no more? Oh wait, this is just one part of my house. This is life before K-Mac and life after K-Mac. Man, I'm gonna stop playing with this. He's a bitch. Thank you, K-Mac. I bought this with your money. I bought this with your money. I bought this with your money. I was thinking about giving you this, but you're a bitch. But I bought this with your money too. I bought that with your money. That's the only one on the West Coast. Oh, I bought that one with your money too. I took a shit and then I bought this car. He's looking at you so disappointed, bro. You look whack. Hey, bro, I got you, my nigga. I got prescription change up. I got you this. Do your thing. Shout out to Ray J. We got you what's coming, K-Man.
So Kelvin McCall, one of the most talented and controversial artists to ever work with Chris Brown, just went online crying and talking about how Chris Brown ruined his life. He said he's broke, he's struggling, and that Chris Brown still owes him $25,000. And honestly, it's one of the saddest things I've seen in a while because this man used to be part of Chris Brown's creative circle. He helped make some of those early hits, and now he's sitting there talking about being on EBT. But the internet, as usual, didn't show him mercy. While Kelvin is out here opening up about his pain, people are out there laughing, reposting the clip and taking sides. Some people are saying, nah, Chris Brown did him dirty, while others are saying, bro, you did this to yourself. Subscribe now so you don't miss what's next.
Kelvin McCall is doing the most. I'm on EBT, smack, look. Say my name, bro.
Why the fuck I got an EBT card? And this is at Breezy, bro, and made 90 whatever the million.
He recently broke down after revealing that he is on EBT.
And it say KKKKK Max. Can I get 25,000 for them four songs I owe you, bro? I just want to leave, bro. That's ain't fair.
Hey, I'm on EBT, bro. Before breaking down, he was actually taking shots at Chris Brown, asking him if he could get royalties. I'm assuming he has writing credit on that Chris Brown performed during his Breezy Bowl tour.
Like, what the fuck? I can't even get nothing. Bro, man. Y'all want to see me cry in here, so y'all can think I'm a bad.
Hey, that's why.
Hey, look.
Now in this interview, Kelvin breaks down how everything went downhill. He starts explaining that when he moved to Atlanta, he had no rights to his own kids because he wasn't married. Then he said after doing 3 years in prison, he came out and couldn't even fight Chris Brown legally for the songs he said he wrote but never got paid for. He mentioned Look at Me Now, yes, that classic Busta Rhymes and Lil Wayne record featuring Chris Brown. Kelvin said, I wrote a whole verse before they cut it off. I did this part, I did that part, but I never got paid. He even looked confused mid-sentence and said, man, I need that bread. But here's where it gets tricky. Look at Me Now is technically not Chris Brown's song, it's Busta Rhymes' track. So if Kelvin was supposed to be paid, it might not have even come directly from Chris. But the problem is Kelvin didn't just stop there. He started naming multiple artists, saying this one didn't pay him, that one didn't pay him, and so on. And when you start claiming that every artist you've ever worked with robbed you, people start to question your business decisions. Because let's be real, one artist doing you dirty, sure, that can happen. But when it's everyone, then maybe something is wrong with how you handled your business.
Why the fuck I got an EBT card? And this is at Breezy, bro, and made 90 whatever the million, and it say KKKKK Max. Can I get 25,000 for them four songs I owe you, bro? I just want to leave, bro.
Leading up to who he is.
I'm not even tripping though. I got an EBT card. Like what the fuck? I can't even get nothing, bro, man. Y'all want to see me cry in here, so y'all can think I'm a bad. That's ain't fair.
Hey,
I'm on EBT, bro.
hey,
That's why.
hey. Look, bro.
Calm down, bro.
I'm on EBT, smack, look. Say my name, bro. I had to go up in that by my face with a mask like COVID, bro.
Now let's not forget Chris Brown's side. Back then, Chris actually clapped back in a very petty way. He made this video one of the pettiest things I've ever seen, where he literally walks through his mansion pointing at his luxury cars and saying if Kelvin wrote all those songs he claims he wrote, why he ain't write no more. Oh wait. Then he starts laughing, saying this is life before K-Mac and life after K-Mac. Thank you, K-Mac. I bought this with your money. I bought that with your money. He even says I was thinking about giving you this, but nah, I bought it with your money too. Then he ends by showing his cars, his house, and just mocking the guy. And honestly, that video went viral fast. People were reposting it everywhere. Chris Brown being petty and Kelvin being emotional became a trend. But imagine being in Kelvin's shoes. You're broke, you're frustrated, and the guy you once helped is now mocking you publicly, bragging about his millions. Kelvin later said videos like that boiled his blood, because in his eyes, Chris gets to live a superstar life, going on $90 million tours, selling out arenas while he's stuck trying to survive. But here's what really shocked me. In the same interview, while Kelvin was explaining how Chris Brown supposedly ruined his life, he started admitting to a series of bad choices that honestly sounded more like self-destruction than sabotage. And that's where things took a darker turn.
If this wrote all these songs that he claiming he wrote, why he ain't write no more? Oh wait, this is just one part of my house. This is life before K-Mac and life after K-Mac. Man, I'm gonna stop playing with this. He's a bitch. Thank you, K-Mac. I bought this with your money. I bought this with your money. I bought this with your money. I was thinking about giving you this, but you're a bitch. But I bought this with your money too. I bought that with your money. That's the only one on the West Coast. Oh, I bought that one with your money too. I took a shit and then I bought this car. He's looking at you so disappointed, bro. You look whack. Hey, bro, I got you, my nigga. I got this script change up. I got you this. Do your thing. Shout out to Ray J. We got you what's coming, K-Man. I just left rehearsal getting ready for this tour. And I just thought I should just keep being petty. So you know what I did? I went and bought a car. Not for K-Mac, but I bought one. Yeah, I just got mad. I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep using your money, K-Mac. I'm gonna keep using your money. Hey, you see that? Thank you, bro. I appreciate all this hard work you did, old bitch ass. I look on Instagram and I don't see him. I ask about him everywhere. I don't hear him. I don't know him. What happened, my friend? What if... You know what? I have a solution. Go to your father's house. Go to your father's house. Hey, K-Mac, you don't want to do your part?
No.
Oh, all right, keep going, keep going. Hold on. You gonna have to do a verse or something.
No.
His daughter in a casket. What he said was, Chris Brown and his seed will be in a casket if he had anything to do with me being shot. Stop playing with rumors or I can't promise Chris Brown will make 29. I kept him alive 7 years now in LA. Don't take the humbleness you see in me as weakness. Chris wouldn't have a head to tattoo. Now, if you know the rumor isn't true and a rumor is fake, then I feel like you should have either ignored the rumor or two, say, man, cut it out, bro. Like Chris Brown had nothing to do with me being shot. Mentioning his seed, mentioning his kid being in a casket to me is a tad bit too far and refused to apologize for it. He said, I don't see what I said wrong. The Bible says an eye for an eye. Chris didn't do it, so don't bring his name up in my life and death situation because you playing with gossip, but LA ain't a game. I didn't threaten anyone. I told you how life will play out.
So in this recent interview, Kelvin McCall sat down and opened up in a way that left everyone shocked. The host asked him what really went down between him and Chris Brown, and Kelvin didn't hold back. He said it all started when he was helping Chris with a few projects, doing errands, and just being there as part of his circle. According to Kelvin, things were going great until money started getting in the way. He claimed Chris Brown owed him about $25,000, money he said came from unpaid work and promises that were never fulfilled. Kelvin admitted that at the time he was spending everything he made trying to keep up with the fast lifestyle that came with being close to big names in the industry. He said he never thought the money would run out, and when it finally did, everything came crashing down. The interviewer pressed further, asking if he had reached out to Chris Brown about the money. Kelvin nodded and said he tried, but it felt like he was being ignored. He even said he felt betrayed, not because of the amount, but because of the friendship and loyalty he thought they had. He got emotional during the conversation. You could hear the pain in his voice when he talked about losing everything, the cars, the clothes, even the friends. Kelvin said most people only loved him when he was up, but the moment things went south, they all disappeared. It's crazy, he said, how people switch on you when you got nothing left. Now some fans online are divided about his story. While some people believe Kelvin deserves to get what he's owed, others think he might just be chasing clout or attention, using Chris Brown's name to get back into the spotlight. But the way Kelvin spoke, you could tell this wasn't just about fame, it sounded personal. He looked broken but honest, and it's that raw emotion that got everyone talking.
Kelvin McCall goes on back on Fig, and he actually explains that videos like that boiled his blood because he doesn't think it's fair that Chris Brown gets to go on a $90 million tour, Chris Brown gets to be this multi-millionaire, and he struggles. But in his explanation of him struggling and explaining how Chris Brown ruined his life, he actually admits to a string of bad decisions that I believe is more responsible for him being broke than I think Chris Brown is.
Now, before all this blew up, Chris Brown had once spoken about Kelvin in an old interview back when things between them were still cool. Chris talked about Kelvin like he was part of the team, someone he trusted and respected. He mentioned how Kelvin was always around, helping out, staying loyal, and doing whatever needed to be done. Chris even said at that time that loyalty mattered more than money, that the people around him were like family. But looking at things now, it's almost sad how different the story has turned out. Kelvin is out here crying on camera, saying he's broke and struggling to rebuild his life, while Chris is still living large, moving from one luxury car to another. That old clip of Chris talking about loyalty, it's now circulating again. Fans are pulling it up and comparing his words to what Kelvin is saying today. And that's what's making this whole situation even more controversial. Some people in the comment sections are already picking sides. A few say Chris doesn't owe Kelvin a thing, that business is business, and loyalty doesn't always mean you'll get paid for everything. Others, though, are calling Chris out, saying he should have done right by someone who had his back when things were rough. But no matter which side you're on, one thing is clear. Kelvin's story has sparked a bigger conversation about the dark side of fame, how friendships in the industry can fade when money comes into play, and how quickly someone can go from living the dream to fighting just to stay afloat.
To deliver the hard truths, because I actually like Kevin. I met Kevin. Yo, super charming, super charismatic, super nice. He walked up to me and said, yo, you look familiar, man. I just want to say what's up, man. I'm Kevin. Super nice guy, man. But I think he's misguided, or at least I think right now, the possibility of what could have been is clouding his judgment. He says Chris Brown owes him $25,000 for 4 songs. Or at least he says, yo, can I get $25,000? So maybe he's owed more, but he said, bro, I'm willing to settle for 25.
At the end of the day, Kelvin's not just talking about the money, he's talking about respect, loyalty, and the pain of feeling forgotten by someone he once called a brother. Whether or not Chris Brown responds to these claims, this story is already shaking up social media, and it doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon.
Y'all want to see me cry on here, so y'all can think I'm a bad.
Hey.
That's why.
Hey, look.
Say my name.
You could tell this really affected him because he was crying and slobbing so bad. He reminded me of Viola Davis in a movie. In the video, he went on to claim how he ended up on EBT due to his child support being $2,000 for one of his children.
Like my child support is $2,000, right? Nigga, Deuces ain't been popping since 2012. Why is my child support $2,000? So I had all this back pay. Then I sold my catalog for $500,000, I only got $250,000 out of it.
The song Deuces that he wrote with Chris Brown hasn't been popping since 2012, so he doesn't understand still $2,000 a month like he is Future. He went on to claim that he sold his music catalog for $500,000 but only got half of that, used $50,000 of that money to buy his mom a crib, and it's looking like the rest of his money done dwindled and went other places. Nonetheless, he claims that times are hard and he wishes that he could get some royalties off of the songs performed on his Breezy Bowl. Not gonna lie, he definitely got very candid during his podcast, saying how he wanted to delete himself.
That $25,000 that Chris Brown owed you ain't the reason why you currently broke, Kevin. That $25,000 that Chris Brown may owe you is not the reason why you're currently on EBT. You're on EBT for much larger reasons. You're on EBT for bad decisions. You're on EBT for making bad choices. Now, some may not be your fault completely, right? Mental health issues or other things. But that $25,000 that Chris Brown owes you ain't the reason why.
And that's the crazy part of it all. From brotherhood to broken trust, from dreams to drama. What do you guys think? Did Chris Brown really owe Kelvin that money? Or is this just another case of fame turning friendship into a feud? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next big story. This is Taspectrum, and I'll catch you on the next one.